from the 30 on second down. Fitzpatrick, and he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
Not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man is Grant. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Second down, looking to throw. Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football.
Patrick Mahomes sacked.
Well, much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Fielded just inside the 30. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll buy some time right. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
At their own 36-yard line.
Miami set to take over. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Randy Moss, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. Flush. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
You'll get nothing. I like it.
And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And the Dolphins are going to now a loose football. The ball comes out. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Finds his target. It's Gates. Now the Cards going to call another timeout. Their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
10 at the 24-yard line.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
That's another.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Pick it and go. Kick it and pick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off.
Hey, folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Okay, Coach, we will start this challenge off in the 2nd quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. We're all tied up, 13 apiece. You've got the ball on your opponent's 2-yard line. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.